The time has finally come for me to share everything I got during the Nordstrom Anniversary Sale. I have not tried anything on yet, so this will be a great way for us to see what's worth keeping and maybe what's worth returning. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So for our first outfit, we have this all tonal look. I love the brown tones. I think this is going to be the perfect outfit for the fall season, especially when it's kind of early fall. So I decided to put on this sleeveless sweater just so you could see it on. I love the turtleneck. It is a little bit more of an oversized fit. It's made out of mostly acrylic. It does have a little bit of wool in it, so if you're sensitive to wool, just keep that in mind. And I went with my true size small, which I would say fits well. It's an oversized fit anyway, so you could maybe size down. And then I paired it with this chocolate brown maxi skirt in a suede fabric. It is the perfect piece for fall. I am going to get so much wear out of it. I think it's the perfect wear kind of for a date night, where with your girlfriends, you can wear it to work. So I think the styling options are endless. I also went with my true size small in this skirt. And then I thought these boots when I ordered them were a little bit more of an ivory color. I would say they're a little bit more of a light tan color. I still think it's a perfect neutral, will go with so many different outfits, and I love how it came together with this outfit. So speaking of work, I decided to share with you how to style that brown maxi skirt for work. So I paired the look with a tweed neutral lady jacket and an eyelet front lace blouse. My first instinct was to actually pair these pieces with black pants, but I had the maxi skirt and was like, let's share another way to style this skirt. So I thought it went so well together, and I've already posted it to Instagram, and I got a lot of feedback that people really liked the outfit. The tweed lady jacket, I know I'm going to get so much wear out of because of its neutral coloring. It's got the black, light tan, and brown tones. I love the gold button details. I did end up sizing up one size in the tweed jacket because I do think it runs a little bit small, especially if you're a little bit more on the busty side. And then I love this ivory blouse. I think I'm going to get so much wear out of it for the office, but I also think it's a really great layering piece with a sweater. My next outfit, I'm going to show how you can style it, doing a little bit of like a layering effect. But I love the unique styling of the eyelet. I think it just makes it a little bit more unique than some other ivory blouses that I have in my collection. If you don't own an ivory blouse for your workwear wardrobe, I would highly suggest maybe looking at this one. I think it'll be that perfect capsule wardrobe essential. I did end up ordering my true size in this blouse, and it does fit perfectly. And then for the shoe wear, I decided to pair it with these tan slingback block heels. So last year, they're by Sam Edelman. Last year I had gotten them in like a little kitten heel that had like a pointed toe heel. I love them. The only thing is, because of the fact that they're like that little heel, the little nub ended up coming off, and then now it's like I'm walking on metal. But with this block heel, it's a lot more of a sturdier shoe. I think it's going to last for years and years. Comes in a lot of different colors. I also like with slingbacks that they actually have the adjustable notches on them. Sometimes if you get like a slingback and it doesn't have like the adjustable effect to it, it makes it really difficult for me as you wear them. Sometimes they stretch out. I also have a pretty narrow back end of my heel, so I can slip out of shoes pretty easily. So I really like that this is adjustable. And overall, I would say it is comfortable if you have to walk a lot for your job. Now for the third outfit, this is where I'm sharing how to style that ivory blouse under a basic sweater. So I really needed just like a nice basic cotton sweater in an ivory color, and this one checked all of the boxes. It's by Madewell, so these sweaters always sell out pretty quickly in the sale. So I hope that this one is still available. I forgot to check to see if things were available or not, so I'll make sure to include that on the screen. I went with my true size, which was the right call. And then I paired it with these Cincaset jeans, which I had overlooked them on the website. So I ended up going in store, and I ended up trying them on because a few other bloggers had recommended them, and they looked so flattering on them. When I put them on, they are super flattering. I did size up one. I have gained a little bit of weight, so I think that is part of why I've had to size up in a few things, but I did size up, which was the right call. I think they're so beautiful. I love the little kick flare style. It's more of a unique jean that I don't own. Love the dark wash. We'll get a lot of wear of it in the fall winter season. And then I had to try out these Stuart Weitzman ballet flats. So last year I saw a lot of people talking about how comfortable they were, and I was a little bit like, should I get them? Should I not get them? They're quite an expensive pair of shoes, so that's what my hesitancy was. but this year I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try them, and I'm so happy I got to try them on. They are so comfortable. I love the rhinestone detail. I think that makes them a little bit more unique. And honestly, I am contemplating getting them in black just because I walk so much at my job. I live in flats, like even for every day, but for work. So I know I will get so much wear out of them. So it kind of makes the price per wear very, like I can rationalize the price per wear, even though they're a little bit more expensive. But if you're looking for a nice, high quality ballet flat, highly would recommend these. And then I did order my true size 7, and I would say that they fit perfectly. Now, one thing I did see on the website is some people were stating that the strap was a little tight. I do have fairly narrow feet. They do work perfectly for me, but if you do have a little bit of a wider foot, the strap might be too tight on you. So it would be something you'd have to try out to see how it fits. And then last time I did look actually on the site, this blue coat by Reese was sold out. I really hope it restocks. It is an absolutely gorgeous color. Like I didn't actually think this color might look that good on me, but I think it is so striking, so gorgeous for the fall and winter season. It's made of 61% wool, so it will keep you fairly warm. It actually does not have like a silk or kind of like polyester lining in it. It is just like the coat, the coat actual fabric on the inside. So that makes it a little bit like cozier. I love the wrap style. That looks so much better on people who are busty. So highly would recommend. Also comes in a camel color. So the camel color may still be available. One to check out if you need a new winter coat. Moving right along to outfit 4. So this is kind of a more of a fall outfit that I am sharing with you and more of a casual styling. So starting with the striped sweater, it's actually the same sweater as that ivory one I just shared before, just in the blue and white stripes. This was actually the first one that caught my eye versus the ivory one, but I love the coloring. I don't know if I really need another blue and white striped sweater, so you will probably have to send a little help for me of what I should keep and what I should return. But it is a really nice basic sweater if you're in the market for one, also by Madewell. And then I layered a button-up top underneath just to add a little bit of interest to the sweater. I'm wearing those Cincassette jeans once again, just showing you how to style them a little bit more casually. And then the sneakers are not from the sale, but I do love them. They're from J. Crew. They're super comfortable. I love the colorway that they come in, and they fit true to size. And then I paired it with this tan quilted coat, which is by Ralph Lauren. I've been on the lookout for a lightweight coat for the fall that comes in this coloring, so I was so happy I got to find this one in the sale. It comes with a removable hood, which I really love that feature, just so you're not like stuck with a coat that has a hood and you don't always want that. So it is removable. Has a really nice kind of logo on the side of, I think it is the left arm, if I'm remembering correctly. Has really oversized pockets to be able to put your phone or anything if you don't want to have to carry like a bag and like you want to wear it on a walk when it's a little bit chillier. You can put everything in the pockets. And I would say it does fit more oversized. I did order a size small, but I could have maybe sized down to an extra small. It is definitely more of a lightweight fabric, so this is not going to be a coat that will carry you into winter unless if you live in a really warm climate. For outfit number 5, I'm sharing another workwear look. This also could be another everyday kind of outfit, but for me, I would definitely wear this to the office. So starting with the sweater, it is by Eileen Fisher. It is 100% merino wool. It is very soft, very comfortable, and I love the long length on it, that it's long enough to wear with like leggings, or in this instance, these pants are a little bit more, they're not a legging, but they're definitely more of like a comfy pant. I definitely feel a little bit more comfortable when I'm wearing them, having something covering my booty, just because they are a little bit more form-fitting in that area. So that helps to make this outfit a little bit more work appropriate, wearing a sweater that's long enough to cover the booty. I did stick with my true size small in the sweater. And then these pants are actually from last year, but there is a very similar pair included in the sale, also by Eileen Fisher. What I love about these pants is it's the best of every world. You feel like you're wearing a jogger to work, but they're a professional looking pant. I've also worn them for travel. So just a nice pant that if you have to work in the office, you can wear them there, or you could just have them as an everyday pant. Now the ones last year were noted to fit big. So I had ordered a small originally. That was the wrong call. I had to exchange for an extra small. So I think the sizing is the same on the pants this year too. And then I decided to share another way to style those Stuart Weitzman ballet flats with this outfit. For outfit number 6, I am sticking with those same Eileen Fisher pants, but I'm pairing a really beautiful pink sweater with it. I actually found this sweater in store. It's really soft, really comfortable. It's a blend of merino wool and a blend of cotton. It comes in a few other colors too, so if pink is not your color, don't worry, there's a few other colors to check out. I really love the stitching on the side. It has just like this really unique kind of cross stitch that's along the side and kind of at the top of the sweater. So it just makes like a little bit more of a basic sweater have a little bit more of a unique feature. And then you could also style this outfit with those Stuart Weitzman flats, but for this look, I decided to change it up and add these ivory mules that have a really pretty buckle detail embellishment. Now, the only downside of these mules, they're so beautiful. I wish I could keep them, but they're just a little like they fit a little weird at like the toe bed. They feel a little bit too loose. So I feel like if I had to do a lot of walking, they might like fly off my foot. So I believe I'm going to be returning, but I do have more narrow feet. So if you have a little bit like of a wider foot, you might not have that issue. And it does come in several different neutral colors. And then I only got one bag in the sale and I had been eyeing this one. It's by Veronica Beard, comes in this really beautiful navy color. It is 100% leather. I love the crossbody strap and the top handle detail. I've been in the market for a long time for a navy bag just like this, so I was so happy to find one on sale. Last I did see, I believe that this was sold out, but it may restock, or I'll try to link something similar that I can find. And then I was so happy this year I was able to get my hands on this really beautiful ivory wrap coat. Once again, this one is made out of 61% wool, so it will keep you fairly warm. It is a little bit longer than I was anticipating though. I'm 5'7" for reference. I was not expecting it to be quite that long, but that kind of length will add a little bit of extra warmth for me. And I think it makes the coat so much more elegant and chic as well. The coat is by Ralph Lauren, and I believe it also comes in like a darker tan color. I did size up one size in this coat just so that like I didn't have a coat that was too small. And also I think that sizing up in coats is better so that you can layer them with bulky sweaters and they won't like be too hard to like button or to tie. The last thing you want is to feel too constrained in a coat with all of your layers, especially in the winter time. Sharing also another workwear look in outfit 7. So I found this green sweater in store. I love the scallop details. I think it's so pretty. You could also pair it with like another sweater over top and have the scallop detail peeking out. I just love that it's a great wear on its own option, or you can also layer over a cardigan or a blazer. If you're not a fan of green, this sweater comes in multiple different colors. I actually was also eyeing the black and white one. I think that would be so chic as well. My black pants are not in the sale, but I love these pants. I get them in the 4 curvies. They're from Ann Taylor. So comfortable, crepey material. So they're really pretty wrinkle resistant, which I love. And I love the gold button detail. And then I kept with those ivory tweed shoes as before to share another way to style them. Up next for outfit 8, we have this black and white dress by Halogen. It is a little bit shorter than I was anticipating, so it might not be workwear appropriate pending where you work. It does have pockets. It also has functional buttons all along the front. And I love that tonal contrast of the black and the white where the dress is mostly black, but then it has that white trim at the bottom. I just think it adds a little bit more of a unique feature to the dress. In the back of the dress too, it also kind of has like a little stretch paneling just to make the dress have a little bit of give with the shirt dress. But what I would say is I ordered a size small. It is a little bit tight on my bust. I did have to pair a sports bra with this dress just so that I was able to button it. This dress was one of the more affordable finds in this sale at under $60. And then once again, sharing another way to style those ivory mules. For outfit 9, we have this gorgeous green wrap dress by the brand Vince Camuto. I love, 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 love the color. This is my favorite color, green. It's just such a striking color, especially kind of for me. I have hazel eyes and I'm more of like a winter color palette. So for me, this kind of color really makes my eyes pop. If you're not a fan of this color green, it comes in black, so don't worry, it comes in that classic color. So if you would prefer a black dress, there is that option. I ordered a size 4, and what I have to say is it fits true to size everywhere except for at my bust. If I decide to keep this dress, which I'm a little on the fence with just because I don't really want to have to make an adjustment, I would have to like figure out a button detail, or I'd have to do some fashion tape to get it to kind of like lay over appropriately. It's just a little too low cut on me, so that makes it not workwear appropriate for me. But if you have a smaller bust, I think this dress would be so beautiful for the office. I also love that this dress comes with a belt, and I love the gold buckle detail. I think it just really elevates the dress. The belt is removable, so if you did want to add another belt just to elevate the look even more, you can do that. You can also style a cardigan or a blazer over top if you're not allowed to wear a sleeveless dress to work. This dress also is that perfect under $100 find. And then for the shoes, I decided to style again those tan slingbacks just so you could see another way to wear them. Up next for outfit 10, we have this really classic black and white sheath dress. This is so Blair Waldorf coated. I can't even handle it. It is so gorgeous. The fabric has a little bit of a shimmer detail, making it very appropriate for the holidays. If I was gonna wear this to a holiday party, I would wear it with tights, and I would actually keep those same Mary Janes. I think that that would look so beautiful. I also think with this dress, you could do like some knee-high boots. You can wear flats. Obviously, you can wear it to work. It was long enough to, for me, I think, to wear to work. Pair it with a blazer over top. It would look so chic for like a job interview. If you've got a meeting, you have some kind of presentation, I think that this would just be so perfect for all of those reasons. And the dress has pockets. So perfect, has a zipper up the back as well, making the dress easy to get on and off. I actually did size up. The sizing does say if you're between sizes 2 size down. I think if you're a little bit bustier, either stay true to size or size up. And then for our next outfit for 11, we have a very similar dress, but it's a little bit more like the fall and winter version of the dress because we still have kind of the same color pattern that's like at the like skirt detail, but we have the solid black long sleeve at the top. It is a dress once again, so it is one solid piece, but you could also pair like a sweater over top of it to give it a little bit more warmth. I love the gold button details. I think it just really elevates the dress. It is very work appropriate with its length as well. And then I think it's a dress that can transition from work to the evening. So I paired it here with these knee-high boots, which are waterproof, so perfect. But you could do like a leather boot style. You can pair them with a heel. So I just think it's like one of those dresses that you could take from like day to night very easily. And then I do think this brand runs a little bit small, so I did size up. I actually maybe should have stuck true to size. I do think it fits a little bit big. I went with a size 6. It's mostly in my waist. I think in my bust it fits pretty well, but you can maybe stick with your true size if you're more proportional. And then back to those knee-high boots. So once again, like I said, they're waterproof, but they're by the brand Blondo. I mean, if you live in a place that gets a lot of rain and snow in the fall and winter season, you are totally missing out on a waterproof boot. I did not know how badly I needed one in my wardrobe, so I got these black boots last year. They're in the sale again this year. I love the block heel. It makes them so comfortable to walk in. And then this year I also got them in the chocolate brown. For this styling, I couldn't decide how to style them with the outfit, so I did not share them, but I will plug in kind of like a video or a picture of them on the screen just so you can see the brown boots. But they come in a few different colors. I have both the suede ones, but they do come in some leather options too. And then sizing wise, they come in regular and wide calf. I do have the regulars on. I do have a fairly small calf and the regular just fit my calf perfectly. So if you do have a little bit of a wider calf, definitely go with the wide calf option. And then typically for boots, I like to size up a half size just so that I can wear thicker socks with them. Moving on to some of our athletic wear with outfit 12. So I was eyeing this set in the sale from Spanx in this really pretty sea blue color. So with the tank, we'll start there. I don't really love the tank on me. I went with a size medium just because I wasn't really sure with like my bust what would fit. It fits a little bit big actually. I was very surprised. It's just like not my favorite. I don't always love tanks that have built-in bras with them for that reason. So for me, this is probably a no-go, but if you're really proportional, I would say it's a great tank if you're looking for an athletic wear item. And then I always have to get a pair of my Booty Boost leggings in the sale. Usually I always get a new black pair, but they didn't have black in the sale this year. They had the sea blue color, or I think the other color is smoke, which is more like a brown tan color. Now, I don't even know why they make leggings that have a front seam because like, who's designing that? Who thinks that is flattering? Obviously, every pair should have no front seam so we don't have that camel toe effect. So that is one reason I really love the Booty Boost leggings is they don't have the front seam. They are more of a compression legging though, so they are going to fit fairly tight in the abdomen. I don't mind that. I like that it kind of sucks everything in, but if you don't like that feeling, these might not be a pair to try for you. Or I would size up. I have been sizing up to a size medium and they do fit a little bit more comfortable that way. And then the set would not be complete without the pullover sweatshirt. It's the Spanx Air Essentials line and oh my freaking gosh. The softest fabric. Like I cannot get over how soft this freaking sweatshirt is. It is definitely a keeper. Run if it is still available, you need it. It's at a great option. I think it's under $100, so it's a great option if you're looking for something for lounging or for like workouts. And then for outfit 13, we're just changing out the sweatshirt. This one is by Travis Matthew. Last year I had gotten one in the sale. It was a pullover in a really pretty blue color, and I loved its softness, so I thought, let me try another one out. Now, if I hadn't have just tried on the Air Essentials one by Spanx first, I might say this one was soft, but it's nowhere near as soft. I also think the fit is a little weird. I think it's really puffy in like the shoulder area and the arms. I just think it like is adding a lot of bulk to my frame, so I just don't really love it. So for me, it's going to be a return. But for you, if you don't mind the way that it's like fitting on me, I did order a size small. It also comes in black, but I would say, if anything, I have one in black from Spanx. It's also their Air Essentials line, but it's just like a basic crew neck like this one, but it's much more flattering. So I'll make sure to include that link down below as well. And then for our final outfit, 14, we have this loungewear set, a mix of Travis Matthew, UGG, and Vince. So we'll start with the two Travis Matthew pieces. So I was in need of just like a nice like long sleeve kind of like loungewear top, or a top that I could wear to like work out when it gets a little bit cooler outside. It is more of a cropped oversized fit. I did go with my true size, which was the right call. It is also a moisture wicking fabric. And then I paired it with these tan joggers, also by Travis Matthew. They are the softest material. Like, they are super, super soft. The only downside to them is I don't really love where they're hitting on me. I have a fairly long torso, and I was just hoping to find a stretch pant that like actually hit right at my waist, but these fit a little bit lower on me. It's just not an area that I love where pants like fit anymore. So I'm up in the air on them, but I would say if you're more of a regular to short torso, you are going to love these joggers. And then they also come in a really pretty bright blue color. I did size up to a size medium, which was the right call. I do think they fit a little bit small, and when you're wearing like comfy lounge clothes, the last thing you want is for anything to feel restrictive, so maybe consider sizing up. And then I wanted to make sure to include these UGG slippers in this try on, so I did pair them with this lounge outfit. They're so, so comfortable. I've never owned an UGG slipper before. I usually get the brand Minnetonka, which I do love that brand. They're a little bit like more cost effective, but these were like $70 in the sale, so I thought this was a great time to get an UGG slipper. I did see there were multiple colors that they did have. A lot of them have sold out. I think the color that I have is called Mustard Seed, which last I looked was pretty well stocked, so if you need a nice neutral slipper, this one should still be available. Now, the UGG brand does not come in half sizes, so you might have to like size up if you are a half size. I ordered my size 7 and they fit perfectly. And then I don't know if I would actually style this Vince coat again with this entire outfit. I just once again wanted to make sure I include it in the haul so you could see what it looks like on, but it is super, super soft as well. It is made out of wool, so if you are sensitive to wool, you might need to steer clear, but it might be one of those things to try just because it is so, so soft and it doesn't feel like a typical wool sweater. I love that it can be like a loungewear item. You can wear it every day. You can kind of wear it as like a lightweight coat for the fall season. Now, it does fit very oversized. I am wearing a size extra small, so I did go ahead and size down. You could even size down a few sizes if you wanted to. I do like the one button detail, so you can decide if you want to close it or leave it open. Either way is your call, whatever you feel comfortable doing. Well, I thank you so much for watching, but that does conclude my try-on haul. I would love to know in the comments below what items you think I should keep. What do you think I should return? What are some items that you maybe got in the sale that you're loving right now? And then if you're not already subscribed to my channel, what are you doing? Please subscribe. I would love to see you back here in my next video. You can also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and the Shop Like to Know It app at Taryn Brittany. Well, I hope to be back in a video very soon for you, but in the meantime, take care and I will see you later. Bye.